I'm picking up the energy of somebody who is ready and willing to come forward with their time and energy for you. Like somebody who is willing to make you a priority in their life. Let's dive into this together if this resonates. For you, we have the Five of Wands. This is really interesting. I feel like there's more than one person who's watching you right now, who has their eyes on you, who is interested in getting together with you. And not just, it's not about physical, it's like these people want to spend time in your energy, is what I'm hearing. Something about your presence in their life brings golden opportunities. You're a golden opportunity, is what I'm hearing. Or the Princess of Hearts. You're a golden opportunity. And there is a specific love connection, actually, who is very determined to get through to you here. With the Judgment followed by the Strength, I feel like this is somebody that you've definitely shared a past life with. Maybe you have kind of flashbacks when you connect with this person. Maybe you have some pretty intense feelings coming up to the surface when you think about this person. For some reason, I'm feeling like communication isn't their strong suit, though. Like they don't really know how to tell you this, but they want to. Like, I feel like they keep trying, but you intimidate this person. The commitment that they see, like the longevity of a connection with you that they see, intimidates this person because they know that you're somebody that they could see themselves being with long term. Like you are somebody that they could see themselves marrying. There's definitely a ring showing up here, a big ring. This person has money and knows how to spend it, and they're not afraid to spend it on you, is what I'm hearing as well. This also doesn't feel like it would take very long here to get this ring, because the ring isn't the main focus. It's genuinely the love connection that you share here with the Three of Hearts and the Princess of Wands. You have a lot of care for this person. I feel like you're not sure why, but you care for this person. Or it's just very easy for you to care for this person. Like it feels very natural. It feels like you've almost done it before. Let's see, Spirit, any last messages? Any last messages? Ooh. We have a King of Swords with the Seven of Swords. This just feels like an off energy. This feels like a past energy or a karmic energy. Just kind of showing not good energy towards you right now. It's like somebody who is unwilling to basically let their ego fall away. Somebody who let their ego get in the way of your love connection with the Tower One. This person is realizing they messed up. There is somebody who you know, and this is a recent connection, somebody who's realizing they messed up. Like they're going to watch you elevate, is what I'm hearing. With the King of Wands and the Hierophant, they're also going to watch you fall in love with somebody who is truly deserving of you as you are deserving of them. They're going to watch you fall in love and just be like the embodiment of love, is what I'm hearing. If you would like to dive into your personal love connection, if this is resonating with you, I offer texting sessions, FaceTime sessions, and general emails. You can click the link in my bio. Spirit, can we have one more card here? One more card. Anything you need to know with the Two of Hearts. This is true love. This is two lovers. Oof. A really soft and gentle love connection is coming in for you. This is two people who, it's like everything that you've been through in your life and everything that this person has been through in their life, 444 on the timer, is lining up for the two of you. Like it's literally, you are made for each other, is what I'm hearing. Oh, it's gonna be so easy to love this person. And it's like, it's going to be so easy for this person to love you. And there's nothing, it's like a clear path. Like there's nothing standing in the way between you and this person, is actually what I'm hearing with the Prince of Pentacles and the Hanged Man. That's really interesting. And the Two of Swords, you are this person's inspiration to creating a life of abundance. Like you inspire this person to, I'm hearing like get their bag or like just level up in life. Like you inspire this person to level up in life. And in return, they give you everything you could possibly need, a desire in love. This feels really subtle, like almost slow growing. Like it might start off slowly and then like quickly, as if it was all at once. You realize, oh my God, I love this person. It's so easy. Take a slow breath in and release. Here's what the angels wish you to understand about this love connection. As you listen, notice what gently resonates in your heart. Your own intuition will always be the most important guide. Beloved heart, this love that fulfills you begins with clarity. A new truth is rising within you now, a quiet knowing about what love truly means for your life. As this clarity settles in your mind and heart, you begin to recognize the kind of love that feels gentle, sincere, and emotionally devoted. This is the energy of a romantic offering, a connection that wishes to meet you with tenderness rather than confusion. And yet the angels show that this love unfolds through sacred stillness. There is wisdom in allowing space, rest, and quiet integration. When your heart is peaceful, when your nervous system feels safe and unhurried, love naturally reveals its true shape. From this place of calm alignment, your heart opens into deeper fulfillment, the feeling of emotional contentment, where this love feels joyful, mutual, and nourishing. To receive today's in-depth reading, or to book a personal reading, join the Angel Archetype Society, link in my bio. My dear soul, before you leave, please don't scroll away too quickly. If these words have stirred something inside you, if they brought even a small spark of hope to your heart, then receive this message as a divine reminder meant just for you. Right now, place your hand over your heart and say these words aloud. I am chosen by God. I am deeply loved. I am not forgotten. My season is coming. My story is not over. What God has promised me will come to pass. Say it again. And one more time. Let every word sink into the places where doubt has been living. Let it reach the parts of your heart that have been carrying disappointment, loneliness, and unanswered prayers. You may not see the full picture today, but God is still working behind the scenes. Heaven has not forgotten your name. Your breakthrough, your healing, your restoration, and your blessing are still in God's hands. If this message touched your spirit, please share it with someone you care about. Somewhere, someone is fighting a silent battle. Someone is crying behind closed doors. Someone is losing hope and wondering if anyone sees their pain. Your simple act of sharing could be the very sign they have been praying for. And if God places it on your heart to support this mission through a super thanks, know that every contribution helps us continue spreading messages of faith, encouragement, and God's love to people who need it most. Whether it is $5, $10, $20, or any amount, your generosity becomes part of a greater purpose, reaching hearts, restoring hope, and reminding people that they are never alone. May God bless you abundantly for every seed you sow. May He open doors no one can close, heal what has been hurting, restore what has been lost, and fill your life with His peace and favor. May your prayers be answered in His perfect timing, and may you witness miracles that remind you just how deeply you are loved. Thank you for being part of this faith-filled family. Together, we are lifting one another, standing in faith, and walking toward the beautiful future God has prepared for us. God sees you. God loves you. And your story is far from over. There is a kind of love that arrives quietly, not with the dramatic entrance of something that announces itself before it gets there, not with the electricity of something that feels thrilling precisely because it is unstable. Quietly, like the way morning arrives in winter, not all at once, not with the bold declaration of summer sun, but in a gradual, almost imperceptible brightening that you do not notice until suddenly the room is full of light and you cannot remember exactly when that happened. This is the love that is coming toward you. And the reason I want to start with the quality of its arrival, with the gentleness of it, the unhurried realness of it, is because I think part of you may have been conditioned to distrust exactly this. To interpret the absence of chaos as the absence of passion. To read consistency as boredom, ease as shallowness, the love that does not hurt as the love that does not count. That conditioning was never yours to begin with. It was given to you by experiences that taught you the wrong definition of love. And it is one of the things next this season of your life is going to quietly, permanently dismantle. But before we get there, let me tell you something about where you are standing right now, because I think it matters for the full picture. You are a golden opportunity. Not in the transactional sense of something to be acquired or leveraged, in the genuine, original sense of the phrase. When people encounter you, something opens up in them. Something becomes possible that was not quite possible before. The quality of your presence, the particular combination of warmth and depth, and the specific frequency you are currently operating at after everything you have been through and everything you have deliberately, painstakingly, often without an audience, chosen to become, that quality has a real effect on people. It makes them want to be better, not because you demand it. Because being around someone who is genuinely themselves at a high level of integrity has a way of making inauthenticity feel suddenly uncomfortable in people who encounter it. Several people feel this. Several people have their eyes on you right now in the specific way of someone who understands at some level that what they are near is worth paying attention to. But one of them is different. One of them is not just interested, they are determined. Here is what I want you to understand about the person who is determined to reach you, because the full picture of what they are carrying matters. They have a history with you that precedes this lifetime. I know that is a large claim to make in ordinary language, and I want to be careful about how I say it. Not because it is uncertain, but because the experience of it from the inside is more subtle than dramatic. It is not the fantasy of past lives spoken in cinematic terms. It is the specific, quiet, almost annoying familiarity of encountering someone who fits somewhere in your interior life that you did not know had a shape. The feeling of caring for someone easily, of finding the care natural rather than chosen. When by every logic measure they should still be a stranger. You have felt that with this person, the ease of it, the uncanny absence of the getting to know you awkwardness that usually characterizes the early stages of connection. Something in you recognized them before your conscious mind finished processing the meeting. That recognition is not projection. It is memory. But they are struggling with something, and I want to name it honestly rather than glossing over it. They cannot quite find the words. Not because they do not have feelings. The feelings are the most intense and the most specific they have ever had for another person. But because what they are feeling is large enough that the ordinary vocabulary for expressing attraction or interest does not come close to being adequate. And so they keep almost saying it and pulling back, keep approaching and retreating, keep trying to communicate something that the available language keeps failing to hold. And underneath all of that, underneath the circling and the careful almost approaching, there is something else. Some things more specific and more vulnerable. You intimidate them. Not in the cold, withholding sense. In the particular way that genuine excellence intimidates people who are honest enough with themselves to recognize it. Because when they look at you, when they really look past the surface into the actual picture of who you are and what a life with you would involve, they see something permanent. They see the rest of their life. And the magnitude of that vision, the sheer size of what they can feel is possible, makes moving toward it the most significant single step they have ever considered taking. How do you move casually toward the rest of your life? You do not. You build up to it. You gather the particular quality of courage required for things that actually matter. That is what they are doing right now. And then there is the other energy, the one from the past. The person who let their ego win at the cost of what could have been between you. I want to say something about this that might feel unexpected. Let them watch. Not as a goal, not with the energy of performing your happiness for their benefit, but in the simple, unself-conscious way of someone who has genuinely moved on and whose moving on happens to be visible. Because what they are beginning to realize as they observe the elevation of your life is not just that they made a mistake. It is something more confronting than that. And it is that the version of you they encountered, the one they chose to let go of or failed to properly choose, was not even your final form. What they're going to watch is the version of you that arrived after they left. And that version, the one that is currently drawing the determination of someone who can see what they missed, is going to be impossible to look away from. Now I want to tell you about the love that is coming with a directness it deserves. It is going to be easy. Not easy in the sense of requiring no depth or no growth or no vulnerability. Easy in the sense that the fundamental experience of being loved by this person is not going to require you to work. Is not going to leave you in the position of translating ambiguous signals or managing someone else's fear or wondering in the quiet parts of your day whether what you feel is actually reciprocated. You were made for each other. That phrase is used casually enough that it has lost some of its weight, but I want to restore that weight for a moment. Everything both of you have been through, separately, in your own lives, through your own particular configurations of difficulty and growth and the specific lessons that only certain kinds of pain can teach, has been preparing you for this specific meeting. Not preparing you in the abstract sense of general readiness for love, preparing you for each other. For the particular match of your depths, your capacities, your respective ways of loving and being loved. The path between you is clear. Nothing real is standing in the way. Here is the deep realization that I think changes the entire landscape of how you receive this. You have been taught by enough experiences of love that required enormous effort to maintain, to equate effort with love, to interpret the absence of struggle as the absence of something real, and to feel slightly suspicious of ease, because ease has sometimes been the thing that preceded the reveal of something that was not what it appeared to be. But the truth, the one that this connection is going to spend its entire existence quietly demonstrating is that real love is not difficult. Relationships require effort. Communication requires effort. Growth within partnership requires effort. But love itself, the actual feeling of it, the basic experience of being with someone who is genuinely right for you, that is not supposed to be hard work. It is supposed to feel like finally putting down something heavy you had been carrying for so long you forgot what it felt like not to carry it. That is what this is going to feel like. The slow beginning, the quiet accumulation of moments that feel unassuming individually, but are building into something enormous. And then the day, ordinary in every other respect, when you look at this person and realize with a sudden and complete clarity that you love them. Not as a decision you arrived at through deliberation, as a fact you simply discovered was already true, had probably been true for some time, and was not going anywhere. I want to speak directly to you now, because this part of the story matters most. The way to meet this love is not to pursue it, not to reach or strain or try to accelerate the timeline through strategic action or the particular kind of hoping that looks like patience from the outside, but feels like effortful waiting from the inside. The way to meet it is to be here, fully, in the life you are already living, in the work you are already doing, in the self-knowledge you are already deepening, in the quality of peace with yourself that you are already, however imperfectly, however incrementally, building. Because this love is calibrated to your actual self, to the self you are becoming in the quiet, not the self you perform for others or the self you are when you are at your most managed and most presentable. The genuine one, the one that emerges when you are not trying, and the genuine one is what they are coming for. This person is going to inspire you too in ways you may not anticipate. Not through grand gesture or dramatic declaration. Through the sustained, daily, thoroughly unglamorous consistency of someone who has decided that investing in a life with you is the wisest thing they can do with their capacity for love and their resources for building. They will rise in your presence, level up, begin to want things for themselves that they did not previously have sufficient reason to want. And what you will find as this becomes visible is that their rising is not something that diminishes you or creates competition between you. It is something that feels like watching a plant you had a hand intending finally reach toward the light it always had the capacity to reach toward. Their becoming is something you will feel quietly proud of. Something that deepens your love rather than complicating it. There is something the angels want you to understand about how to receive all of this. Be still. Not passively still, actively still. The kind of stillness that comes from being genuinely at peace in your own skin, genuinely trusting the direction things are moving, genuinely not grasping at outcomes or rehearsing conversations or trying to manage the timeline through force of will. The kind of stillness where your nervous system is not in a chronic state of preparations for disappointment. When you are that still, when you are that genuinely at rest in yourself, love reveals its true shape naturally. It does not have to fight its way through the noise of your anxiety or navigate the walls of your guardedness. It simply arrives and finds you exactly where you are. Open, ready, and not at all surprised, somewhere deep in yourself, that something this good finally found its way home to you.